Sagittarius, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Saggies, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, do your reading, and then clarify it. So let us get started on your reading. All right, so let's do this, Saggies. Let me just shuffle them one more time. All right. Two cards for Sagittarius for their highest good. One more card. Wow. All right. So it says, watching clouds, lay back, rest, and relax. Wow. You know, didn't you get this last time? All right. So, lay back, rest, and relax. So really take it easy, you guys. It's time. It's time for you to rest. Time to relax. You know, been going through a lot. You know, there's a lot of changes. So really rest, okay? Really go outside, take it easy, catch some fresh air. Then you have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Yes, definitely. Be grateful, you guys, even for the smallest things, even for the things that come in and erupt our lives. Be grateful for it, okay? Could be so much different, you know, 100 times different. Could be in a different place. All right, so Sagittarius, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Saggies. Saggies, Saggies, Saggies. All right, Saggies, see what's going on. My cards are already pre-shuffled. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. One card for the current. One for the situation. Thank you. One for the past or now. One for the what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. What you need to do now. What you need to work on. Wow. One more card. And then the outcome. Wow. All right. Okay, so you have the, you start off with the Queen of Wands. You start off with the, I'm weird. You start off with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is talking about that, you know, you are making plans, you know, you're making plans. You need to find your patience. You know what you need to do. You could be keeping it to yourself also. The Two of Cups is here in the situation. Talking about maybe there's a decision they're trying to make between you and your significant other. There is a decision here that everyone is contemplating about, and then there's an offer that could be coming in. Maybe there's an offer to the decision that you're making. There's also the Three of Cups for the past or now. I feel like you have a lot of support from friends and family. There's celebration here. Nice, very nice. And then you have the Moon card for what's hidden. The Moon card is talking about that you need to trust your intuition. You may not be seeing things clear enough. And then you have the Five of Pentacles down here. The Five of Pentacles is talking about, you know, maybe you're feeling down, you're feeling alone, you're feeling hurt, you know. Maybe you're depressed or feeling like you don't have enough, or maybe you're afraid that you're not going to have enough to do the things that you need to do. And then you have the Eight of Wands here for what you need to do now. You know, really pay attention, move forward. Things are going to start moving fast for you. We'll see what the other cards say. Then you have the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords for what you need to work on. And that is some kind of deceit here. There could have been some kind of deceit, or maybe you're keeping secrets, or you're just not saying anything. Maybe you need to be honest with yourself also. And then with the Queen of Cups here for the outcome, I feel like you really need to start nurturing yourself, having compassion for yourself, loving yourself, Saggies, of who you are. I feel like you need to trust your intuition also. And then for the end of the card, at the end of the deck, you did get the Queen of Swords, and you really need to start speaking your truth about things. You know, speaking how you feel, what you're doing, standing up for yourself also. You know, don't let anybody belittle you or make you feel like you're not nothing, because you are, okay? You are something, you know. So just stand up for yourself, okay? All right, so Saggies, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Saggies. All right, Saggies. All right. You have the Two of Wands. Why is the Two of Wands here for Saggies? One more card. All right. So, so you have the Three of Cups again here. It's right next to it. So I do believe that this is now. You do have a lot of celebration. I mean, there's celebration here, but I also feel like you have a lot of support from your friends, your family that are around you. You're in your mind a lot, though. You know, you're constantly thinking about things, you know, what's going on. You know, maybe you're making plans because you did get the Two of Wands here. You're also contemplating a decision about something. And I feel like you're really overthinking, and I feel like you need to really calm your mind, okay? It's time to rest, to clear your mind, to find that solitude, to go within, okay? Because you need to. So that way you can make clearer decisions. You know, the only way you're going to do it is if you clear your mind, because you're overthinking a lot. Saggies. Oh, wow. I also feel like you know what you want. You're making the plans. Yes, you already know what you want. You just haven't said anything about it. And I feel like you just need to find patience also. Okay. There is traveling here for some of you guys. And then you have the Two of Cups. And why is the Two of Cups here for the one more card? Wow. Okay, so you do have the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups is talking about that there could have been some kind of offer here for you. Maybe you're worried about things. Maybe there's a decision that you're needing to make. I feel like you are definitely going to walk away from something. You know, you're ready for it. Better times are here because you have the Six of Swords here. Really try to let go of anything that is holding you back, the past, you know, anything. It could be a decision on your relationship also. If you're involved with somebody, you're just trying to contemplate a decision, and I feel like you're just going to walk away from something. And I feel like you need to let go of the past. You know, this lady, she's holding on to that coin really tight. You need to let go of it. You know, maybe you're holding on to somebody that doesn't want to be in a relationship. Maybe you're holding on to something that, you know that they're not happy, you know, or you're not happy, you know, or you hold on to this relationship. But it's time. It's time to let go. It's time to go, you know, because you're going to leave something behind. And you may not leave it right now, but you will. You will very soon. Okay? Wow. It's time for you to save money. Also, they're asking you to start saving money. They want you to start saving money to find your patience, and there's traveling here. You're going to start, there's travel, some kind of traveling. You have the Three of Cups, so I do believe it's now. This is now. I feel like you just you need a support system. You need to like talk to somebody, you know, or also feel like, you know, maybe a group, or just find your friend or find your closest person and talk to them, because you do have a lot of support around you. I feel like there could be some kind of celebration that you could be going to very soon also, but definitely find that person so you can talk to them, because I feel like you need that. You have the Moon card up here, Saggies, for what's hidden. One more card. Wow. All right, so you're really not seeing a lot of things clearly. You know, they're asking you to really. I feel like you're not seeing things clearly. You're not seeing what direction you want to go to. It's like you're at a standstill. You're like, am I going to go this way? Or am I going to go that way? You know, there's also the Seven of Swords here again. When the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Cups here, it's like almost as if, you know, you're not happy. You know, there's something about you not being happy, not, you know, feeling betrayed, feeling like, you know, you can't move forward, or like you can't, you just feel down about things, you're not content anymore. You're not content, and it feels like, and you're keeping all these things to yourself, and it's like you're having a hard time trying to figure out what your next move is, like what path you're going to take, what are you going to do next, wow. They want you to step back and see everything that you've been doing, like your accomplishments and stuff like that, everything that you've been through, that you're able to handle anything that you've done. You can overcome anything, have gratitude for even the smallest things, even if it was, some kind of betrayal or some kind of deceit, still be happy that, still have gratitude that, what, you're still okay. You're still going to move forward from this. Okay. So just know that. Wow. Okay. And then you have the Five of Pentacles. And why is the Five of Pentacles here for Saggies? Wow. What's going on, Saggies? My goodness. So you started off with the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles says that, you feel alone. You feel down about things, You could be feeling down. You could be feeling depressed. You've been feeling just like isolated, alone, There's a lot of things that you didn't see. You may not have seen everything, You could be feeling like you're trapped, but right now you really feel like you're very disconnected, like not caring about anything. You're feeling like, wow, how did this happen? Why is this happening? And you're just feeling really down about it, and they're asking you to really start focusing, to take off that blindfold, to see things in a better way, in a better light, because, things are going to get better. You just can't stay there, though. You can't stay in this energy, because it's going to continue for you, and you don't want that. You don't want to be in this energy, okay? You want to move forward, and you want to feel better, that's why they're asking you, hey, look at everything that is good around you. Look at everything that you do have, Don't just focus on that one thing, really look at everything and be grateful for it. And, and they're asking you to move forward, to go and outside, to relax, to clear your mind, to go within, to have solitude. They want you to do all that. And then you have the Eight of Wands for what you need to do now. Why is Eight of Wands here? Wow, my card. So there's going to be some kind of news, some kind of messages coming in for you. So just know that. And things are going to start moving very fast. There's going to be a lot of change coming into, and even an ending, because you do have the Ten of Swords. So things are going to start moving fast. Okay, so if you didn't know, they are. Because you do have the Eight of Wands, and you are going to start moving forward from this. There's something that had came to an end. It could have been a relationship, could have been a job, could have been anything, could have even been a death. Something has going to come to an end. So expect it, know it. It may not be like right off the bat, but you're gonna see something come to an end. But remember that the Ten of Swords always goes back to the beginning. So it's gonna get better. Whether you feel it or not, it's going to get better. You're not going to stay in this energy, but it's up to you too, to focus, to see everything that you have accomplished, to see everything, the good in everything, instead of just, sitting there and not feeling like you want to do this, or you don't want to feel like doing that because you're so down. It's up to you to get out of that energy. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles here. Just go with everything that's coming in. All these changes that are going to come in, just go with it. Have patience for everything. You have worked very hard for where you're at. You're working very hard, and you're gonna reap the rewards very soon. But just have patience for everything. Okay. Then you have the Seven of Swords here for what you need to work on. My card. Wow. So you have a lot here, you're going to move forward, though. You're still feeling down about, everything that's been going on, may have been a betrayal or deceit, or, whatever, backstab, whatever, two-face, whatever. It could have been anything. Could have been secrets, stuff like that. You're going to feel better, okay? Because you have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands says that there's going to be, you know, somebody to help you. You're moving forward. You already know what you need to do, and they want you to start doing it, okay? Because you need to leave this Five of Pentacles. You know, maybe you already have plans. You have plans and you feel like you're not going to have enough for everything. You will, you know, believe that you will, and you will, okay? You will. Stop feeling so down. Let go of everything that's been happening and just start rising up. You are definitely going to move forward though. I feel like you are, you know, but you just need to give yourself some time. Remember, transformation is hard to go through. You know, we may think that, yeah, we're changing, but you know, it's hard because everything around us changes. We change within and we change around us, and we change within and everything around us. So it's not only you that's going to change, it's going to change everyone. Everyone's going to come into your life, fall out of your life. New people are going to come in, you know, then you're going to be by yourself. Then you're going to think, and it's just so much, you know, but you're going to rise above from anything that you're going through. But you need to do it too. You can't just sit there and just say, "Oh, I'm never going to live again." You know, no, you can't think like that, because you are divinely guided, and the divine is trying to tell you, "Hey, rise up from this, because you're strong. You're strong-willed. There's an ending. You're leaving things behind, but you're strong enough to handle all this, and you will." Okay? Then you have the Queen of, I'm sorry, yes, the Queen of Cups. And why is the Queen of Cups here? Wow, that's crazy. You have the Queen of Cups here, and you have the Queen of Cups again. Two different decks. Take care of yourself, nurture yourself, you know, still have that compassion, still have that love for yourself. Take care of yourself, love yourself. You know, trust your intuition, use your intuition, but really take care of yourself, okay? Because you need to. Trust the process and everything that you're going through also. You know, you may not think it's a good thing, but it is. It's a way of life changing for you, and it's very life changing. It's going to take you somewhere better. Trust me, it will. Just really trust the process and everything, okay? And really take care of yourself. And that means rest, that means sleep, that means, well, it's the same thing, right? That means nurture yourself. That means, you know, take some time for yourself. Love yourself again. Love who you are, because you're very strong-willed and you can overcome anything. But can't stay in this mode where you're like feeling down and feeling like, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to go here. I don't want to go there. Because you're going to miss out on opportunities, and Spirit is trying to tell you, you're going to be okay, but just rise back up. You know, the energy will change if you start doing things like that. All right, so Saggies, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.